Hello, and welcome to Know It All Haven. I'm Thomas, and today we're diving into a surprisingly complex question from the world of tiny creatures. Do ants eat aphids? If you're a gardener, nature enthusiast, or just someone who's ever peered closely at a plant and spotted these little insects, you might have found yourself wondering the same thing. The answer isn't as straightforward as you might expect. So let's explore the fascinating relationship between ants and aphids. First, let's get to know the players. What are aphids exactly? Aphids are small, soft-bodied insects that feed on the sap of plants. You'll find them in gardens, fields, even on your houseplants. They're infamous for their rapid reproduction, forming dense colonies that can seriously weaken or even kill their host plants if the population gets out of control. Now, what about ants? Many types of ants, like pavement ants and common garden ants, share a special connection with aphids. It's not a predator-prey relationship, but something much more intriguing. In fact, scientists have observed ants herding aphids much the way a farmer might tend livestock. Why would an ant do that? Let's break it down. What connects ants and aphids? It's mutual benefit. Aphids produce a sweet, sticky substance called honeydew as they feed. For ants, honeydew is a valuable and easy-to-access food source, almost like nature's candy. Protection. In exchange for this treat, ants protect aphids from predators like ladybugs and parasitic wasps. Some ants even carry aphids to healthier parts of the plant so they can keep producing more honeydew. This arrangement is a textbook example of mutualism, where two different species work together and both get something they want. Ants basically farm the aphids for honeydew, and the aphids, in turn, get bodyguard services and sometimes a free ride to greener pastures. But do ants actually eat aphids? Here's where things get interesting. For the most part, the answer is no. Ants are more interested in tending to aphids than eating them. Their main aim is honeydew, not aphid meat. But, and there's always a but in science, things can change when the environment gets tough. Occasionally, when aphid populations explode and there's not enough other food around, ants might eat a few aphids, especially if they're sick, weak, or already dead. Some studies have shown that in challenging conditions, certain ant species may turn to a more predatory lifestyle. But it's important to stress, this is rare. In their day-to-day activities, ants overwhelmingly act as aphid caretakers, not hunters. Why does this matter, especially for gardeners? Because where there are ants, there are often more aphids. Ants' protective behaviors can actually lead to bigger aphid colonies, making plant infestations worse. So, if you see a line of ants visiting a patch of aphids, you aren't witnessing a lunchtime massacre. You're seeing an insect version of animal husbandry in action. To sum it up, ants don't normally eat aphids. They prefer the sweet honeydew aphids produce. Ants protect and care for aphids, even moving them to better plants. Only when food is scarce will ants sometimes eat aphids, usually ones that are already weak or dead. Most of the time, ants and aphids live in a mutualistic partnership, not as predator and prey. So next time you spot ants and aphids together on your garden plants, remember, you're watching a fascinating example of cooperation in the insect world. It's a partnership that challenges our ideas about predator and prey, revealing just how wonderfully complex nature can be. If you enjoyed this episode, don't forget to subscribe to Know It All Haven for more stories from the secret lives of nature. I'm Thomas. Thanks for listening, and stay curious.